no moral victories, but it was an improvement in many ways. You know, in terms of the things that we tried to get them to understand today. I think the effort was made. I thought defensively we pressured them more, and this is what I was so aggravated with last night was how we lacked aggression when it comes to defending our zone, which would allow us to do things that we do pretty well, like transition the puck. And I thought we stayed with a terrific hockey team as a result of pressuring them that way. But it doesn't, you got to finish plays. You're not going to win a lot of games scoring one goal against that team. You got to finish plays, which we didn't do. And obviously you get inside, 6-7 minute mark, and you can't make the blunders that we made. The first one just got, not picking up the coverage properly and letting the 2-on-1, create itself. It could have been eliminated. It could have been just a 2-on-2, and everything could have been negated. And then on the last goal, which is kind of a moot point, but we just got a bad line change. People taking their eye off the puck, and the puck transitioning, giving them, numbers going to the net. So, I mean, that piece of it's hard to swallow because we work so hard not to make those types of mistakes and to make them, when the game's on the line is, disappointing. At the same time, I truly believe we made some progress. Now, hopefully we can continue to make progress, because if we play people defensively the way we did tonight, we'll get the offensive chances that we've got, and then it's, now it's up to the skill and the talent to take shape and finish the plays. But I was a little bit more pleased. I was quite a bit more pleased with the overall effort. And obviously, tired of losing games and tired of not finding a way to get better results, but I know the execution was much better, all in all.
Even finishing to their goaltender made some real good saves, like on Pereira coming across the crease, and some of it was their goaltender.
Oh, you got to find a way to finish plays, though. I mean, Dayton made some good saves too,
yeah.
And maybe not the most critical ones at the end there, but he certainly. I don't think their goaltending was superb, but I don't think the goaltending was the difference in the game. We had two big breakdowns on plays that we understand that they can make, and involve people's decision making. You don't take your eye off the puck on a change. If the defense plays a little bit soft on that last goal and doesn't go up and play on the wall, we don't get outmanned in the middle of the rink to create the numbers. That obviously the puck just needs to go up the wall instead of across the ice. So there's all sorts of things that that will be hopefully understood when we look at it. And the second goal is just calling out assignments and following through with them. So those are disappointments. But again, you're not going to play UNH, score one goal, and win a lot of games. So we need to be able to finish plays too. It's created good opportunities, but you need to finish.
How do you think the guys did on that first line? They got like 80 points on the year already.
They're just opportunistic, and they obviously factored in 2 out of those 3 goals, I believe, right? Mm-hmm. They factored in 2 out of the 3 goals. I mean, Thompson's got his 15th tonight, and that's a big number in college hockey, as you know. I mean, there's a lot of hockey to be played. He could be a 25 or a 30 goal scorer before it's over, and we all know what that means. So you can't take that away from them. I thought we did a pretty good job of checking them, except for when they're around the net, they finish those plays. So they just keep coming at you, and sooner or later they pop one. And generally speaking, they're the same types of goals. And they just do a good job of holding their position and surrounding the puck, and they're very poised when given the opportunity to finish the play. And those kids aren't scoring goals just against us. And UNH, Dick has done a fabulous job of recruiting that type of player. UNH has had that type of player since before Dick got there. When you go back to Jamie Hislop and Ralphie Cox and those types of players, Bobby Gould. Yeah, I mean, they've just done a great job of attracting offensive players, guys that have good skill sets. And having said that, I like some of our younger kids are showing great progress. Sherry and Pereira continue to do things that are very attractive, and once they become much stronger and a little bit more physically capable, I think you'll see them finish more plays. They certainly create some. So.
What was the call on the, you turn out scoring anyway in the two-man advantage. What was the call on the goal?
He called it a good goal. He called it a good goal
Yeah.
in which he's supposed to make the call.
Right.
And then he claims when he saw it on the overhead camera that the puck went through the goaltender and then slid laterally across the line to the far pipe. And my argument was, well, geez, Timmy, you know, we had a guy sitting right there ready to bury that thing if it hadn't gone in him, and he was 1 foot away, the net was wide open, and you blow the play down.
Yeah,
And that's,
right.
and that's, I mean, he said, so I made a mistake, but I have to make the call that I see, and I saw it as a good goal, so he calls it a good goal, and then upon review, doesn't make any difference if the puck would have been put in eventually. Fortunately, you know, we scored the goal right away, and I think that was, you know, almost justice served. It was a nice power play goal.
How'd you feel some of the younger defensemen, did today?
Well, I thought, we'll start with Anthony Raiola, you know, not playing very much. I thought he handled his ice time pretty well. I thought all the young defensemen had it, you know, generally speaking, overall throughout the night were a little bit more solid than they were last night. I know Adam in particular really stepped his game up and played a whole lot better tonight than he did last night. We talked a lot and spent a lot of time talking about how we can pressure the opponent in the defensive zone and how that will work for us, not only in terms of defense, but in creating more offense. And I thought the guys really bought into it and did a much better job of pressuring their offense. So I think for a young group of defensemen, I thought they had a good night, all told.
Anything else for Toot? Now I've got Adam here. Adam Phillips.
Yeah, kind of start off what it's like to play, defense against that, that number one line, of theirs.
Their top line, I think they're veterans, really quick, skilled guys. They put the puck in the net. You got to respect them a bit. So they're pretty speedy. You want to keep the gap as tight as you can, but you have to respect them. Don't want to get blown around. And in tight, you just want to try to finish your checks so they're not wheeling around in the D zone. Try to eliminate them from the play when you can, and try to get the stick on the puck and try to block shots when you can.
What do you think you guys did better, tonight than you did on Friday night?
I think just the battle level. We were real positive on the bench. Last night we had a great first period. We were real positive there, but after that we were kind of down. But tonight we were down 1-0 after the first period, but we thought we played well. They kind of got fortunate bounce their way late in the period and got a goal, but we thought we played well. We carried over to the second period, kept going, got a goal, and then it kind of brought over to the third period too, and late they got a few fortunate bounces again and they ended up scoring too. But we were real positive on the bench the whole game. I thought that was huge for us.
You really stuck with it with those, one-timer. You got robbed on a couple, and then on the power play goal. Can you kind of describe that?
We were kind of down on the bench after not down, but kind of a little bit rattled after they disallowed the goal. But there was a lot of time there. It was a big break, so we kind of we knew if it wasn't a goal, we would have a 5-on-3. So we pretty much had like a timeout kind of to regroup on the bench. If we didn't score, we'd have a 5-on-3. So we kind of drew up a few plays and set up in the 5-on-3, and they gave me the shot, so just keep taking it. Luckily, it went in.
Did you guys meet at all, today after, the coach was obviously so upset, with Friday night, amongst yourselves or, pregame meeting,
Yeah, we had a meeting this morning, kind of regrouped about last night, kind of said just forget about it. We have a new day today, big Hockey East game, hopefully we get some points. Fortunately we didn't, but yeah, we regrouped this morning. We had a good mindset today.
No one likes to lose, but I imagine you feel better about yourselves, the way you played.
Yeah, Yeah, we definitely feel better about ourselves, but still, it's a loss. But we feel better about how we played. Hopefully, we can build on it. I mean, where are they ranked? 4th in the country. They're a great team, so we competed from the whole game, so we can feel good about that and build off of that. Hopefully.
Anything else? Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Zach.